Welcome to this week's edition of Track Guides provided by Justin Petschauer of Petschauer Motorsports.
Logan Clampitt from ineX Racing.
Nolan Scott of ineX Racing.
Your tour around California Speedway, here is Carlos Fonseca with the Hot Lap.
Hey guys, the Racing Chewy side, and we're going to do a track guide here. We're going to make our way to one. We're going to do things sort of like we did last week, so we'll look at the braking points, which start right around this area. So what Logan's doing, he's letting off right around the caution light, about 10%, and he holds his brake to what seems like forever. And he holds the brake all the way down to the center of the corner, sort of where the Auto Club sign was there. And from here, you kind of want to get to the bottom line, and then just pick up the throttle, and you got to drive it out of the corner, as you see Logan do here. So we're going to make our way to turn 3. You can throw it in a little bit further, so you'll see it here. Right around the 3, we're letting off. And braking again, about 10%. Right at the caution light. This one you don't hold as long. You had to make a correction there, but you see, getting back to the throttle, it does get a little hairy. You can go way down here to try to improve your lap time, and there you go, at 39.6.
This week's event is 100 laps, 200 miles around a 2-mile racetrack. The track surface is one of the oldest on the NASCAR circuit, being laid down in 1997, so the bumps around the track will be dangerous. Pit road speed is 55 miles an hour. Pit strategy window for some will be between 37 and 44 laps. But I think Logan Clampitt has some other tricks up his sleeves in terms of pit strategy. Logan?
Yeah, you're going to want to be doing around 32 to 35 laps since the tires do wear on this track quite a bit.
That's a good strategy, Logan, but another strategy out there is going to be splitting the race into quarters. We could do 25 lap stints at 10.5 gallons a stint, and that might be a counter strategy to kind of get off strategy a little bit with the long runners and put yourself in a position to get a couple cautions at the right time, or not have cautions at the right time, depending upon your pace, and put yourself in good position to win a race. You're pretty much going to want to run the bottom throughout the race for the most part. I mean, the upper groove may come in if you're on a big field, but for the most part, this is one of those tracks you're going to want to stay on the bottom for the majority of the race. Maybe try a couple different lines here and there and see what happens, but the fast line is going to be the low line. If it shows otherwise, then it'll be a surprise to all of us here.
True, and it's important to come off straight off the corners and not slide the tires, or else you're going to wear out the right rear, and you're going to be sliding all over the place on a long run.
To put it simple, folks, if you thought Atlanta was tricky on a greasy old surface, just wait till you come to Auto Club Speedway. Folks, that is the end of the track guide for this week here at Auto Club Speedway. That concludes our West Coast NASCAR Goes West swing, as they like to say. Tune in next week when we go from a 2-mile track to the shortest track on the NASCAR circuit, Beating and Banging, also known as the drag strip track, as Bobby Labonte put it. Martinsville Speedway, the oldest track on the NASCAR circuit, for 250 laps of short track beating and banging. Until next week, we'll see you next time.